What's up, you guys? Happy Saturday. It's your girl Spirit. And in this video, I actually want to talk about some of the benefits of being single. Now, first of all, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I appreciate you for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff if you so desire. But if not, I appreciate you for watching anyway. So I just want to jump right into it. And what triggered this topic of conversation is I actually was thinking about how there's been like an uptick and a massive increase in people who actually choose to stay single. And I personally was wondering, I wonder why that is. Me myself being single right now, I've definitely reaped a lot of these benefits, I would say. And one of them for me personally has been I enjoy my own company. Like, I genuinely enjoy my own company. And this is not coming from a place of being self-absorbed or overly arrogant or anything like that. It's really just from a place of self-love. Like, I love going to the movies, enjoying a movie by myself. I love, like just today, I took myself to a restaurant I've never been to by myself. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I think that when you get into a relationship, sometimes you forget about you. Like, what do you enjoy doing? And sometimes what you enjoy doing might conflict with what your partner enjoys doing. And then that can create, unnecessary pettiness, arguments, and unfortunately, sometimes people even start to distance themselves from each other just based off the fact that they start to realize, wait, we're not really into the same things like I thought we were. You know what I mean? So that's number one. Number two, I feel like I just have this peace that I just didn't experience when I was in relationships. And, of course, it could have just been the fact that I was in a relationship with the wrong person or the wrong people. So, of course, that could have contributed to it. But I feel like there's this peace, this inner peace that I have that I'm not willing to have interfered with by an outside energy that wants to come in and kind of, they have these expectations of you, you know what I mean? Because whether you realize it or not, that's still energy you're giving to something and someone outside of yourself, you know what I mean? And of course, I understand with relationships, there's compromise, you have to let go of selfishness. I get all those things. But sometimes we end up compromising what would truly keep us at peace for the other person. And it should never get to a place where it's like that. If there is any compromises going on, it should come from a place of really trying to get to a harmonious state that works for both of you guys. Sacrifices, of course, have to be made, and that's in all aspects of life, whether you're in a relationship or not. But when it comes to truly keeping your peace, if that is disturbed in any way, you really have to sit back and take a look. Like, wait, if I compromise this thing, it's going to disturb my inner peace, so I'm gonna have to go back and reevaluate. So that's another thing, because I feel like when it's being single versus relationships, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like from what I've seen, just my personal observation, like a lot of people who are in seemingly happy relationships really aren't as happy as they seem to be, and it's really sad, like when you all of a sudden, for example, Tia Mowry and Corey Hardrick, they just recently got divorced. The whole world was shocked. The internet, social media was going off. Like, that was a surprise to all of us. But they were such a perfect couple on the outside from what we saw. We didn't realize that, these are just humans just like you and I are. Who knows what was going on? Who knows how they were incompatible in the long run behind closed doors? We just don't know. So you just want to make sure that you're not compromising yourself too much. You still can maintain your own inner peace while still being with somebody else. And another thing is, you want to maintain your own individuality in the relationship. You don't want to feel like you're compromising so much that you start to forget about your own dreams, your own goals, and just who you were before you met this person. What you were working on, what you were progressing in before they came along. You don't want to be with anybody who's stopping your progress, who's getting in the way. Either they're going to help you or they're going to hurt you. Like, there is no in between. There's no sometimes they sort of kind of, no. It's black and white. It really is. You know what I'm saying? I think as humans, sometimes we can make things so complicated and harder than they need to be, and they really don't need to be hard at all. You know what I mean? So you really have to listen to yourself when it comes to, okay, let me take a step back from my emotions for a minute, and like logically, how is this benefiting me? Like, is this situation an advantage or a disadvantage? You know what I mean? So sometimes you do have to detach your emotions and really think about how any said relationship is benefiting you or not. And when I say benefiting you, I don't mean like in a material way. I just mean more of, is there elevation happening? Is there progress happening? Is there growth happening between you two? You were already at peace and happy before this person came along. Hopefully you're not depending on them for your peace and happiness, right? So you were already happy and at peace before they came along. So when you're with this person, has that increased? Are they making you even more happy and at peace, or are they taking away from you? You know what I mean? So these are things that you really have to ask yourself. But you know, when you're single, you have a lot more time to really think about what you want. You know, when you're single, you have more of there's this freedom, there's this liberation. Yo, I don't have to check in with nobody. You know, I'm not obligated to text or call nobody back within a certain time frame. Otherwise, they're going to start thinking to crazy stuff and blah, blah, blah. It's none of that. You know what I mean? Like, all over the internet right now, you have people talking about, you know, if they don't let me check their phone, they cheating and all this stuff, like these assumptions and these accusations and things that just create drama that's most of the time is only in our head. Now, sometimes, of course, follow your intuition, listen to your intuition. It might be true. They might be messing around. But I think sometimes we tend to manifest these things ourselves because we're so focused on, okay, what is this person doing? They cheating, they talking to somebody else that was 5 minutes late, meeting up with me, they 10 minutes late, an hour late, texting me back. What is, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes we start to get our minds going, we get so much in our head that it gets to a place where we actually push the person to cheat, you know, which they weren't doing before, but you were accusing them of that, and therefore you started speaking it and thinking it into existence, and that's exactly what happened. So you gotta be careful with your thoughts, man. But if you're single, you ain't gotta worry about that, right? You don't have to worry about none of that. Your mind is clear. You sleep like a baby at night. You don't have to, you know, make sure, oh, let me make sure I text this person good night or call them, you know. Now, it might sound like I'm like against relationships, but I promise you I'm not. I'm actually a relationship person. But I also understand the power of being single. I understand the liberation, the freedom of your mind, of your time that you have to work on you and become the best version of yourself while being single, while you have no one else to like give energy to or cater to and all that. Because trust me, I love being in a committed, healthy relationship. I'm a relationship person. I love having that one person I'm committed to, loyal to, I can talk to about anything, all that. I love it. I'm a huge romantic at heart, you know what I'm saying? But again, I've also understood the power and the just the overall clarity that I'm gaining from being single. You know what I'm saying? I'm working even more on my hobbies, you know, any downtime that I have sometimes, which is not a lot at all, but any downtime that I do have, it goes to reading or, you know, yoga or meditating or just doing something that's working on a hobby, doing something that's for me, you know, taking myself out on a date, doing a YouTube video for you guys, you know what I mean? Like, I'm spending that time being productive and making an investment in myself. So I really would say that, I mean, of course, there are great, healthy, fantastic relationships out there, but you also have to remember that at the end of the day, you have to choose you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if whatever is going on outside of you is not for you, it's against you. Again, going back to the black and white, it's either this or that. You know what I mean? It makes you feel good or it doesn't. So do whatever makes you feel good at the end of the day. But again, this is just my personal opinion, my observations, and some of the things that I found that are definitely beneficial when it comes to being single. It's not for everybody. You know, being in a relationship is not for everybody. And some people are just waiting for the right one. So I understand all aspects and all different angles of the whole single relationship thing. And I understand how it can help or hurt some people. So until next time, you guys, I'll see you in the next video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, share if you want to. And again, it's your girl, Spirit the Mogul. Catch y'all in the next video. Peace.